Hello and welcome to Aurei plays Factorio Seablock. This is episode 248. It's been a bit since my last session, so I'm just gonna orient to where I should be going. It looks like I might wanna figure out why the silicon ore is low. And I actually think we wanna be doing prod modules in all the... basically anything that's input limited. Oh yeah, we did that actually. That's probably why we came back down. Let's just do prod zeros in all of them for now. That seems like a fairly obvious choice. Like it's any usage of that is gonna help. Yeah, okay. So we don't have enough to do the final ones, but that is somewhat important. So I do wanna take a look at that fairly soon if we can. Basically, as we look at this, like it's not that big of a problem. I do want to check out if there's a sapphire chunk issue, but I think this is just the one machine like churning out chunks, so maybe we might want to scale that up machine wise if we need to. Let's see. Yeah, sulfuric wastewater seems totally fine. No problems there. Yeah, it is just the one machine. Yeah, let's scale this up a little bit. Flotation cell. Let's see a Mark II. That's very affordable. So let's switch this to 3 Mark IIs, and then we should be getting a little bit of scale up on that front. Yeah, let's make this a little bit bigger. There we go. We can fill in this and this. And then... yeah, so I don't know why I was here actually. Did I? Yeah, I make... oh, I actually had some flotation cells already. Well, never mind. That's fine. Yeah, so the thing I do want to keep an eye on actually is... I think the purified water usage. That was a big problem as well, right? Yeah, we're looking okay for now, but the actual thing is that the way I set that up, it was kind of problematic, as I recall. So I do want to check out how that's going, and in particular if we're not using too much oxygen. Let's see, let's give you an offset. And yeah, that should be plenty to keep you guys going. So yeah, let's not worry about that. Copper's looking good as well. You're not really getting enough inputs, but that's life, I guess. We should be wanting higher level ore sorting facilities too. That's also part of it. And I think it makes sense to module this up as well. But basically, yeah, the whole thing is that we're really dependent on the rest of production to scale things up. So yeah, so maybe let's see what's going on over here. Like what are the bottlenecks? These guys are all right, but they're missing aluminum plates. Oh yeah, and the aluminum plate was low because of the yeah, no, so these guys are fine, right? They have plenty of ingots, but it's this guy that's low because this guy doesn't have silicon ingots. So we wanna move that out basically. That's probably, like, we've scaled it up a little bit, which is gonna help, but we wanna do the advanced silicon smelting process, and in that way, yeah, really secure the availability of silicon ingots for this process. I think that's basically where we want to be at. Like, we're getting a little bit through this, but that's the aluminum, which is fine, and it's good that we have a backup over there. So I'm not planning on getting rid of that. But what I should have checked is if we are actually putting the silicon in the network, and if we are, then we can start smelting it more efficiently, and then at that point we also should be able to actually make sure that we have the means to, let's see. Oh, we're not putting it in a network. Well, congrats, it's your lucky day. You're gonna be in the network. That's actually gonna be kind of annoying for now since we're low, but what we can do is do it like this, and yeah, just take 80 ore up into the network. That's fine. It's gonna be a little bit eating some of the productivity, but let's replace this with better productivity modules. They're kind of expensive, but I do wanna keep an eye on that. Yeah, and these guys are just running. It's really the pink ones that are the problem. Yeah, and we're like, the flow of red circuits is actually not that bad, but it's a far cry from what we want it to be. Yeah, so it's likely that we want to have like a silicon smelting area. Silicon ingots. So what do we need for the ingots? In the best one we want oh, we need some ingots and then selene gas. And that's, oh, interesting. That needs aluminum ingots and silicon pellets. Well, we have the aluminum ingot, so that's fine, right? We use them for this process. It needs hydrogen gas, which we can easily obtain. And it also gives us alumina, but that's actually really fine, right? This is not. Yeah, so we could refactor those into this guy, basically. We could just request alumina over here and feed those back in that way. If we use a fast inserter for that, that's gonna outspeed this normal inserter, which is kind of a trippy way to go about it, but that's fine. So we're gonna do silicon ingots, selene gas. It's also in a chemical furnace from silicon pellets, processed silicon. Yeah, and that's just where we're at, right? Yeah, that's, so it's basically a chain of, yeah, let's do a small helmet. So we want to do silicon ingots. Apply. No. Silicon. There we go. This one we want to get, let's do 24. We are gonna need some of you. Yep, that should be fine. We're gonna need some of you. Some of you. Yeah, so the ratio would be, if we divide by 2, so we want 12 of these guys, then the ratio is gonna be 3 to 2 to 2 to 3. So we could set that up. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's do it like that, and then we'll probably refactor it later if we will know what levels of machines we're ending up with. But this seems fine for now. Yeah. So yeah, this seems fairly obvious. So we're gonna need 5 chemical furnaces, 2 pellet presses, and 3 ore processors. So let's see. Do we just want to do chemical furnace 1? Let's start with that. 5 chemical furnaces. Yeah, okay. 2 pellet presses, 2 ore processors. We're gonna need some some resources to be flown to us to actually be able to complete this. Yeah, so let's apparently I do want to check out the purifier, or particularly the oxygen situation. Like, do we have enough oxygen to get our stuff done? It doesn't really look like it. Like, the oxygen is really low, and that does kind of worry me. Like, it is blinking. Like, it's right there, right? So what we could do like a one-way valve somewhere, but I'm not too tempted to do that. And instead, I think we should have a little bit of... Yeah, I didn't end up placing the hydro plants, and I think that's pretty... It should at least solve some of our problems. Let's see. So, we're gonna do... We're gonna need to do a clarifier, like over here. And then we're gonna do... yeah, do it like this, I guess, right? This seems fine. 1, 2... And then we could do another one if we had the resources. But let's just cancel you guys for a second, and then we don't have enough brick. Do we request that brick? Let's see, it should be... No, not there, not here. Okay, brick. Of course it's there, yeah. Oh, it already exists, it's just not being filled. Okay. Oh yeah, we had the weird thing about the slag being problematic here. Yeah, I guess we can instead request you guys. So maybe let's request 1. That would be fulfilled. Okay. Yeah, if we had 1, that would be okay for now. But for now we're just competing with the actual production of these machines. So that's probably what's going on. Let's see. Will I stay in range here? Not quite, so I'll have to wait here for my hydro plant to arrive. We are getting some bricks. Yeah, getting a nice amount of purified water is gonna be kind of important. Like that if we don't have enough of that, then the whole base is just gonna collapse. So let's see what I think. Like, we can't really do valves if... Oh, that's probably a good reason not to connect this right up, right? Okay, let's get some of you out of here. Is that an issue? Why are you paused? Yeah, okay, because of you. Okay, that's better. Oh, there's some stuff paused here because we have too much slag slurry. That's in some sense a nice problem to have, but yeah. So the question is, should we be limiting the oxygen intake into these guys? And I think the answer is yes. So let's do overflow valve into you. Like, we don't need to do it for all. Yeah, I guess there's 2. Yeah, I do want to do that actually. I think it makes sense. So the issue is that an overflow valve is basically gonna shut it down, because there's also overflow valves into burners, which is kind of problematic. Yeah, okay, let's... Since the purified water is also tight, I am gonna not care about this and just set it up. But we're just gonna get a little bit more purified water from up here. So we're gonna do you. Whoops, move you over just a little bit. Over here. And then you're gonna be water into purified water, and that, yep. So then we have... That actually works out nicely, so we can do this, and then... Oh, I don't want to use steel pipe, that's a little bit overkill. And there we go, and connect this up. Then we have purified water going into there. That can also nicely connect up like that. Wait, does that work out? Yeah, it does work out now. Then we have you guys, yeah, and I'm just gonna brutally get rid of the salt water. Like, we could be doing algae stuff with that, but like at this point, I'm not really interested in doing that right here. So I'll just take that, take the L on that. Like, we'll have to do something, and we'll need to make sure that this is connected up. Let's see. Let's cancel you. How's this going? We actually have a lack of water, so let's add an offshore pump. Yeah, there we go. We can do that right there, I think. Offshore pump. Yeah. We should be able to dive under with the other stuff. Is that gonna help? It's actually relatively tight, but it should help. Let's see, do we need more? This is gonna help a lot on the purified water stuff. It's not really gonna help on this though. Like, there's still the issue that it's actually... Okay, so what we can do is we can do it the other way around, right? So we can do top-up valves to this, and in that way sort of limit what they can produce. Like, any purified water... Yeah, okay, so the problem is this needs to be a two-way flow. That's why we can't do the exit valve. I think we'll have to just live with this or disassemble it. Okay, this is kind of awkward. I don't know how that was supposed to work. Yeah. We're gonna have plenty of water. We're still a little bit low on the oxygen. So I think we'll just have to disassemble this. Like, we're gonna have plenty of water, and yeah, the oxygen is gonna be a real problem. So yeah, let's get rid of this part. You guys get to go. You guys get to go. Yeah, you. I mean, oops, okay, let's make sure that the power connects. That's pretty important. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do it this way and make sure that we have enough purified water from these guys, and to keep the whole operation running. If this is not enough, then we're gonna need more, basically. Yeah, maybe actually copy this. Like, do another one. I think that makes sense. Let's see. Like, we're clearly a little bit low on purified water still. Okay, we're missing... Yeah, those are slow, so that could be right. And let's see, those are in range. Let's add a roboport, click up here. There we go. Power it. And then we'll notice there's more missing. So let's build the clarifier and place it, and then the rest will get filled in as available. Just need to make sure that it's all connected up. So we have the normal water over here, like this. We have the purified water coming out here. Yeah, there we go. So it's gonna be a little bit slow, but yeah, we'll have to make do. Yeah. Purified water. Not too great, but it's okay. The oxygen is a lot better. So I'm taking this as a win. Like, we can leave this for a bit, but we really can't be using this recipe. Not so much because it's not resource efficient, but mostly because we don't really have a proper way to regulate how much oxygen goes into it. Okay, so these guys will fix themselves after a bit, so we can continue with our silicon project. Right. Let's look at also, just for a second, why the machines are slow. I guess it's mostly because of, let's see. You guys are level 2. Yeah, it's mostly the stone brick. So we might wanna do like a specialized system for that as well, right? Let's see. We're doing just one crushing to these stones, and that's all, right? Yeah, so this guy is basically working over hours to make this happen, and yeah, we don't really have any amount of, let's see, 1 2 3. Let's get those level 3. Yeah, one more. I'm gonna get these level 3s in here because we're gonna need to in some way account for just the need for slag from this guy, right? And then we could upgrade some of these guys. Okay, at least we could upgrade this guy. That's gonna be a little bit helpful. We can upgrade you. We can upgrade you. We can upgrade you. Yeah, so that's gonna be a little more helpful already, if we can get it done. Okay, so maybe let's cancel you guys and let's just request them. I think that makes sense, right? Let's see. I want to get those guys and I want to have 4 of them. Yeah, they're gonna get flown in. Okay, that's better. That makes sense. I'll wait for them to arrive and then... Oh, I did something stupid. Let's see, we're gonna have to put some stuff in the network. You're gonna go in the network. You're gonna go in the network, and we're gonna pick some stuff up. Okay, that's better. Let's clean up. Okay. Yeah, we don't need you. We don't need you. You're good. You're good. Don't need these guys. Steel gear wheels, fine. Though we actually might need that for something. Normal stone furnace, we don't really care. Yeah, okay, and we should have those guys now, so let's cancel this and upgrade all of these, and then just put you guys in there. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna give a nice amount of slag. Let's grab a couple of fast inserters. But then, yeah, we should... let's see, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit faster. But we're probably gonna need like a serious stone production area kind of soonish. Yeah, let's see. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. So if we look at... let's see. If we look at this guy, we're gonna need some... yeah, it's producing plenty of landfill, so we could do an overflow here. Other than that, I'm not really worried. The flow of silicon is really nice actually right now. That's gonna help a little bit. Yeah, but now we can actually, let's see. So we needed 5 of these guys in total. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4 because we already had one. We needed, let's see, 1. No, we are gonna cancel you because we have you. 2 pallet presses. No, and that was it, right? Yeah. 5 chemical furnaces, 2 pallet presses, and 3 ore crushers. So let's claim a little bit of space up here. And what would we need for external inputs? Let's figure that out as well. We would need aluminium ingot, so that's fine, and silicon ore. Well, silicon ore can make work, so it's just a hydrogen gas that, like, we're gonna fly in the aluminum ingots, and it's a hydrogen gas that we need to figure out where it's at. Let's see, down here somewhere maybe. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's gotta be. We can chain it from up here. Maybe I did that somewhere for some particular reason. Yeah, it's okay. I did chain it up here, but just up to this point. Let's see. Yeah, they're still waiting for some stuff, but that sort of makes sense. Yeah, let's look at how's electricity doing. I am putting the robots to work, but it looks like it's still in good shape, so that's nice. Yes. So what are we gonna do? Is there hydrogen running anywhere here? Doesn't really look like it. Yeah. So I'll just have to bring it up. So I think what makes sense then, I claimed a little bit of space over there, but I think it makes sense to actually try and bring it in here and claim some space over here. Robots are gonna be real happy with that because they just brought me a ton of landfill, but yeah, that's their problem. If they don't like it, they can go on strike. Let's see. Yeah, this should be enough room. And then let's bring up the hydrogen. We can actually bring it up from this guy, which I think makes a lot of sense. Let's see, can we go under here? We can, awesome. And let's clean this up a little bit. And then we'll move to the side. We can put some brass pipe in the network, like we're using that for the machines anyway. Like this. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So we're just gonna, yeah, I'll just run it through here basically, and then we're gonna set something up. So let's get you in here. And then what we'll have is 1, 2, 3 of these guys. And you're gonna be making processed silicon. In order to do that, you're gonna need these. We're gonna do, yeah, let's do it like this. Do we wanna use fast inserters? We might as well, right? That's, yeah. I don't think it matters. Okay, so we're gonna do this, right? Connect that up. You're gonna be making silicon pellets. Then those silicon pellets go into 2 chemical furnaces, yep. And those are gonna need, in addition, hydrogen and aluminum ingots. So what we're gonna do is set them up like this. And we're gonna do a requester chest. And you're gonna be doing this. I guess we want to have a little bit of space because then we can run the hydrogen through more easily. So I want one space for inserters and then one for hydrogen. Then we're gonna place you. We're gonna copy this and we're gonna need to set the recipe first and then copy this. You're gonna need the aluminum ingots, but not the silicon pellets. We're gonna do inserter drop over here and inserter drop over here. We're gonna power all of that. We're gonna copy you and bring in the hydrogen. There we go. Okay. So you guys have everything but the pellets. So let's get those going. You're gonna be dropping over there. Okay, let's maybe configure you, and let's actually set these, right? This can be delivered, so let's make that happen. And then the final step needs silicon ingots and selenium gas, and we're gonna need 3 of these guys. So how are we gonna do this? Let's see. So if we do 1, 2, 3, then yeah, basically the issue is we're gonna need to reinsert the silicon ingots preferably before we take them out, or we're gonna have to eat the cost of like sending robots in and out to just continuously fly them back and forth, which seems kind of wasteful. But I mean, what we can do is we can just set up like these guys, right? Like this. And then do like a requester chest. We can do a requester chest for just this one and then make sure this one is always fed, but it's kind of tricky. I mean, if we make these fast inserters, right? Then to some extent it should work, but it's still a little bit annoying. Let's see. Let's connect this up in any case. Yeah, and they're gonna need the bootstrap silicon ingots basically. I'm still gonna set up a requester chest for each of them, I think. Like it's fine if they steal from each other. And we'll just like this way we have a way to get the inputs from each other, but we also have a way to get them externally. So that's fine. Let's not set them up for let's set them up for 120. That seems fine. And then we're gonna do the slow one here. So let's set this up for all of them. Basically what I want to make sure is that if possible they're gonna use the ones they're giving each other, right? So then we have outputs like this into passive providers, and those should be limited. And they're limited to 480, which is fine, but then what I'm gonna do is limit the other one. So I'm gonna limit you to a little bit less. It is limited to a little bit less, so that's nice. And then what I'm gonna do is have you oh wait, no, it's taking them off here, which is fine, but actually we want to just do this, but you're gonna be limited to a lot lower, like 200 or let's say 100 actually. We can replace you with a fast inserter though, that does make sense. And then we're gonna put down a requester here with a fast inserter, which is gonna request whatever you need. I think that makes sense. Or do we have more advanced smelting techniques as well? Yeah, so we do have this guy, which is actually... Let's see. So we have a better recipe for monosilicon. So that would be you. If we set you to this, that's okay. But then we need that quartz crucible. But I think that just... Can we make that here? Yeah. Okay, then let's do that. That seems... I should maybe check if it's actually better, but it probably should be, right? It's it takes one more and then it's gonna let's see, ingredients. Yeah, it takes one more ore and then it'll get us more. So I think that's where we want to be. Let's see. So that does mean we want to set up a requester chest for you. Do we happen to have some silicon, or doesn't look like it? But yeah, that is pretty important. Let's see, other than that, yeah, basically, okay, so let's see how this is doing then. What's going on? You guys are okay. You guys are not, because you don't have enough of this, because I'm not taking out the alumina. Yeah, that's just the only byproduct, so let's do you and you. And let's use normal inserter, should be fine here. That's pretty key. Okay. Do you get to run again then? Yeah. Okay, that's better. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. So the nice thing about this is that we have some alumina production, I think, somewhere. So that's gonna be sort of overruled by this, I think. And yeah, like if, yeah, right, because you're specifically producing alumina, but you're not putting it in the network. Are we then still pulling out alumina in the old setup? Yeah, we are. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, we're good with that in some sense. Like, we don't really mind, but we should mind in the sense that... Oh, this is still running though. Yep, okay. So I guess what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna put a requester chest here for you guys. Nope, not for you guys. For... Oh, we switched from the other recipe here. Interesting. Okay. Then it doesn't really matter, I guess, but... Yeah, then we're good on this front, and here we're still just slow because... Yeah, because this guy wasn't up to snuff. Yeah, so the question is this guy now fast enough? Yeah, oh yeah, we're increasing speed here, but it's not quite up to the speed that this is all standing still, but that's okay. Like, it is backlogging hard, and that is important. Let's see. Yeah, you're still... Yeah, as long as it's below 100, you still get to roll. Because we need a lot of it. It's gonna be eaten. And you guys are actually starved for ore. Okay, that's kind of... I'm gonna give priority for the ore production to the network. And then we'll scale that up probably. Because my guess is that, well, it's gonna be 50-50 right now. But that's basically the more important part. And let's see. We have the silicon ore going somewhere. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna just check out the silicon ore and then we'll cut this episode for YouTube. We'll continue on stream. But yeah, let's make this our last action for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps people like you find it too. Thanks!